Hey everyone, Adam Beck here from HardcoreGamer.com, and today we're taking a look at Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. We were invited down to take a sneak peek at the new expansion and want to give a quick overview of some of the jobs. We have a couple of videos for the different classes, but this is for the melee DPS. This includes Dragoon, Monk, Ninja, Samurai, and Reaper, with the new Viper class being a part of another video on its own. Let's dive right into it with Dragoon. This has been one of the highlighted jobs that Square Enix was going to rework, but that's not really necessarily the case. There have been some changes to it, mind you, but for the most part it plays very similar to how it did before. Notably, both Dragon Sight and Spine Shatter Dive have been removed completely, taking away some of the stress during bursts. Gershgurgle now goes straight into Life of the Dragon, which increases the damage by 15% and has a 60-second cooldown. Because of this, Wormwood Thrust is the only gauge that matters. Outside of that though, there are just some follow-up OGCD attacks to Dragonfire Dive and Star Diver, with enhanced skills for Lance Barrage and Spiral Blow at level 96. Not more has changed, with Fang and Claw and Wheeling Thrust turning into a new attack upon a successful combo, and there's a new dedicated gap closer we wish could have been a Thunderclap equivalent. For the most part, Dragoon hasn't picked up a massive overhaul, but it's enough to change its burst. While Dragoon didn't pick up much, Monk looks unrecognizable by comparison. The whole standard rotation has been thrown to the wayside, with players no longer having to maintain Demolish or Twin Snakes. Instead, the rotation is now a linear combo that the game will guide you through, taking a lot of the skill out of it in favor of something easier for the player to understand. Master Blitz remains most of the same, with a new attack added at level 92. The Riddles, though, do a lot more. Each has a unique follow-up skill. Riddle of Earth will heal you and your party, Riddle of Wind will deal a large amount of damage, and Riddle of Fire will deal an immense amount of damage. Overall, I do like the change, making Monk a little bit more approachable. In addition to Monk, Ninja has seen some surprising changes. The biggest change is without doubt Huton no longer being a buff you need to apply. Instead, ninjas have a base skill speed that doesn't need to be maintained. Because of this, Horizon is gone, and Phantom Kamatachi only does damage. Now, Huton is still in the game, but it acts as an AoE Suiton, which means it's really only good in dungeons. To make up for the absence of Huton, though, there's a new system called Kazematoi. Essentially, every time Armor Crush is used, it grants the player 2 kunai on their new HUD, and that will buff Aeolian Edge. There have also been a number of procs added, such as Tenchi Jin having a level 100 final attack called Tenri Jindo. Whenever you're under the effect of Hiki, which is triggered through Trick Attack or its new ability called Kunai's Bane, a single use of a buffed Bavakakra or Hell Frog is available. Also, Monk becomes Dokimori at level 66, and Maesuri will increase Bavakakra's potency. We didn't really think Ninja needed so many changes, but not managing Huton should alleviate some issues when you mess up or during downtime. Now on to Samurai, a job I played far too much of in Shadowbringers and Endwalker. Surprisingly, not a whole lot is different. The biggest change is how Mikyo and Sabame work. Before, you would use Sabame whenever an Ei Jitsu is performed, provided it's not on cooldown, but now it's only active when Mikyo is used. You also can't use it with Hikenbana, which I don't know why it was still a thing to begin with. Outside of that, all of the Ei Jitsu skills in Shoha have been given flashier upgrade versions. Iki Shoten has a follow-up OGCD attack, and the first weakest weapon skill in Samurai's combo is enhanced. If you like Samurai before, you will still enjoy it now. If you didn't like it or are still waiting for Kaiten to return, well, nothing has changed. Finally, we have Reaper. So up to level 90, nothing as far as we can tell actually changes. What it does get are enhanced executioner versions of Giblet, Gallows, and Guillotine during Gluttony. Enshroud has a follow-up attack, and after Communio is performed, there's a new heavy hitter attack called Perfectio. Along with Sage, which we cover in a different video, Reaper might have the fewest changes in Dawntrail. We were taken aback by Monk and Ninja picking up so many changes, but Dragoon we expected more for its rework. Anyways, be sure to check out our other Dawntrail videos detailing the other jobs. Otherwise, for everything Final Fantasy XIV and gaming related, head on over to hardcoregamer.com for your fix.